insightful event so far. We've learned a lot, and we're definitely encouraged to adopt technology to push the dividends of education in Nigeria. Today, we live in a global village sustained by digital computing and communication. Things are much more complex socially and politically, mainly because we're connected as a central, like a huge central nervous system, connected via education and digital innovation, technology and digital innovation. If you get disconnected from the grid, you die. So that's how you imagine the organs of the body. Without blood supply, what happens? The organs die. The risk of not being technologically compliant is far-reaching. It keeps you in the dark. It stunts your growth. And we all know that we're in the age where we need to adopt technology to facilitate learning. Technology is now an integrated part of our daily life. It is no longer a disruptor as we think, or in that sense, but it is an enabler. Let me restate this. Change is upon us, and it's either we change or we die. Things will not go back to life as we know it. Things will never run the way they did pre-COVID. Mr. Chineye Mba Ozoku told us that school leaders need to acquire more knowledge in the areas that is seek change. Technology we know is transient. It keeps changing. It's not constant. We as school leaders must adopt technology in different things and the way it suits our needs. It all begins and ends with school leadership. You must take incremental steps in deploying technology at your school. May I ask you a question? Where are you in the change process? Are you transitioning or are you a dinosaur? A dinosaur being a person who is outdated or has become obsolete because of failure to adapt to changing circumstances. Not overcoming your change barriers and resisting change will only pull you further away from growth. Let me tell you a story of the deer. Two boys went hunting. Luckily for them, they caught a deer, and they started to pull, they killed the deer and started to pull the deer by the tail to get the deer to the truck. But as they pulled, they were getting tired and they were moving in very slow speed. It was quite a cumbersome experience for them, but they kept on pulling the deer by the tail. Then a farmer comes along and says, "Oh, why are you pulling the deer by the tail? Why don't you pull the deer by the antler? The antler is the hoof." And so they decided to change direction and they started to pull the deer by the antler. It was much easier for them because they were gaining momentum, they were covering more distance. But a few minutes into the pull, they realized they were pulling in the wrong direction. The old moral of the story is we are all likely to follow the least resistant way. And the least resistant way takes us further away from our destination. I know some of us are thinking that technology adoption in education is only possible within high income environments and contexts. But the truth is, you can start small. Our speakers have told us that, and even the panelists have reiterated that. Small changes make a difference. Take small aspects, start learning, start changing, and start deploying. There's no point restating or reiterating the problems facing our educational sector. Governments in most climes, and not only unique to ours, are not fully equipped to tackle all social problems. As we all know, education is the bedrock of any economy. And with the state of education in Nigeria, I mean, we all know what the future looks like. And in this vein, we're calling on all stakeholders in Nigeria. We're calling on the government at the federal level, state, and the local. We're calling on individuals, on corporates, on institutions We're calling on social organizations, we're calling on donor agencies, we're calling on international community to support and join BAF in supporting the development of education in Nigeria. BAF is committed to helping school leaders and teachers in low-income environments. We believe that we can deepen the adoption of technology as an integrative tool to improve the learning outcomes of education in Nigeria. And for the fortunate ones who are beneficiaries of this timely and laudable intervention, the Tech Relevant Teachers Project, supported by the Coca-Cola Foundation, I implore you to immerse yourselves in this project and determine to apply the learnings in your different schools. Teachers are change champions, and you must consciously drive transformational change within your ecosystem. We have great challenges and great opportunities. Remember, transformational change starts with individual change. Transformational change starts with you. And with your deliberate commitment and actions as individual change agents in education, we will positively influence the education trajectory in Nigeria. Thank you.